hippopotamus. And he said, did I hurt your feelings, did I? You're leaving? Okay, you're coming back?
I'm coming back.
Okay. So, as I pray, Mom says, listen, the guy's name was Adam. Oh, Mom, it's in Genesis. I know, and he created this girl named Eve. Oh, I said, because and still to this day, when I know God has answered a prayer for someone in a certain way, I know he'll do it for me, right? Because he's no judge of persons. He's got to do it for me if he does it for you. Vice versa. So I start praying in Jesus' name. Now, Lord, don't get mad, but boy, please. Just give her that one gift, Lord. You know what I mean, right? So one day I'm riding Dale, and this is like a week later. One day, and I'm praying every night for this. You know, God, I need a woman. I'm lonesome. I need. Please, God, please, in Jesus' name, please. I write this bond for this girl who works for a senator, and she gets caught shoplifting a lemon. What? When she's got 2 watermelon? And I thought, what is this? So her father calls me up, and the bond was $300, $30. She calls me up, she goes, well, I need out. And I go, okay, I'll get you out tonight. The dad brings the money. I send the money on the bus. I don't take it. So she takes an extra day getting out of jail. She's half Italian. She walks in my office a couple days later as she follows the twins in. I'll quit talking about her breasts in a minute. That's it. And at first I see that, and then I see her, and she goes, and who the hell posted my bond? My name is Alice Elizabeth Smith. She goes, they call me Beth. I was like, oh my God. Now she says when she first saw me, she goes, oh yes, it will be mine. So I want to put that in for it. It wasn't me just picking on her. And she's, 12 years younger, and so since I'd been out of prison about 4 years, I thought, oh, that's not cool. That's too young, because they teach you, stick with your age. But I thought, but she's so mature. And she's got such a big mouth, I said. And she cusses like a sailor, but she's Italian, so I guess that's okay. So I asked her, once the bond is over, would you like to go out on a date? She goes, I've been waiting for you to say that. And I hooked up with her, and all of a sudden, she goes down and gets her bail license. Yeah, and she becomes a bail bondsman competing against me. So I tell her I caught this guy, here's how it happened. I come home with a gunshot wound. This guy shot me in the arm behind it, da-da-da. She's like, I wish I could have seen that. You didn't whoop that guy. I said, the hell I didn't. Hell, he's double your size. I said, baby, I know how to BOX. Oh, I wish I go, you want to go with me? So she gets this guy who's a junk, about a 30,000. We catch this guy as he's coming across the street. I trick him. He gets out of the car. On the ground, freeze right now. I look, she's on the ground. I swear to God, this is a true story. I said, not you, Beth, stand up. She's like, yeah. She's like, oh my God, you scared me to death. I'm like, Jesus. You're supposed to have a gun and stick your hand in there and act like that. I rehearsed this with you. She's like, you're crazy. I go, you got to act like that, honey, because we can get shot. All of a sudden, she calls me up. You got any more bounties? Oh, you like this, don't you, little girl? Oh, she's like, it gets me really excited. Yeah, I got 10 more, baby. You talk about a hookup. Cha-ching. Okay, then we got to fast forward this. So then we get together, right? So I'd say, listen, I gotta get famous. I'm going to just say it right out. I got to. All these guys have all these people that love Martin Sheen. I walk down the street, Martin Sheen. We love Platoon, Martin Sheen. We love him. I said, oh my God, they don't know me. So I got to get famous, I said. So I tell this to Beth. All of a sudden, bounty hunters start popping up all over the world because Tony Robbins writes this #1 bestseller called Awaken the Giant Within. Still today a #1 bestseller with 2 paragraphs dedicated to bounty hunter Dwayne Dog Chapman. You know, he tells a story about it, right? So, thank you. All these people start reading it, so other guys think, hell, not convicts, but other guys think, hell, it's a good job, ex-cops, Marines, blah, blah, blah. They start getting the job. Pretty soon, it's unbelievable, there's 8,500. There was one, me, Papa Thorne and me, another guy. So, then it happened. We were on a plane one day, and she said, honey, we're going to LA. She read this thing, and it said, Andrew Luster, the Max Factor heir to the throne, is wanted for 86 counts of rape. Wait a minute now. Remember who I am. If you come to Texas with 86 counts of rape, you ain't alive long enough to get a number. Because them Texans, 86 counts, guarantee you, you're throw something, you're dead. That's a bad thing, 86 counts. She goes, honey, it's $1 million bond. She starts shaking her hands on the plate. Honey, it's $1 million bond. I go, and? Honey, it says here he's going to run. I go, why would the paper say it's going to run? He's going to read it and not run. I forget about it. She keeps her eye on the ball, as she still does. She wakes me up one morning. She wakes me up. She goes, honey, my God, honey, honey, honey. Andrew Luster ran. What? He ran, the sucker, honey. Oh my God, she goes, get him, Big Daddy. You gotta get him. Oh, yeah, no, she said, you can find any man anywhere. She did like this biblical statement to me. And the Lord has blessed thee, you half-breed. Get off your ass and we gotta catch this guy. I said, okay, I'm entering the race after Andrew Luster. First thing happened, Geraldo Rivera. How many heard of him? Right? Jerry Rivers. Geraldo calls me up. Somebody heard that I was looking. They said, well, we want to do an interview with this guy, okay? So I go in this little interview room. There's a camera up against me. I'm looking all around at the floor, all around. Where's Geraldo at, right? I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm so brand new. I was looking all over. He's like, how do you know to catch this guy? I go, I catch anybody. So all of a sudden, Dog the Bounty Hunter becomes the laughing stock of Hollywood, okay? He calls this lady named Rita Crosby. And he says, I got this pure nut who thinks that he's a bounty hunter. And he thinks that he can catch anybody alive. I want to get him on your show because our TV, our ratings went skyrocketed. Because this guy is such a freak that people think he's like a freak. Right? So Rita Crosby gets me on there. I take my shirt off. I put on just a vest. Beth goes, oh my God, what are you doing? I go, I don't know, honey. Here we go. I get on there. She starts asking me questions. I start talking. I say, listen, I'm going to find him. Because I had a couple clues, right? Beth goes, whatever you do, don't tell him the Lord told you nothing. Yeah, right? Because you got to watch, you got to break it in slow. We didn't start our first show saying prayers, right? So I get on Rita Crosby. Lo and behold, she goes, well, let me ask you something, Mr. Bounty Hunter. How long do you take from right now to take your catch him? About 7 days. I walked outside the interview room. Beth was sitting there shaking her head. She goes, over that fast, our career was that fast. I go, honey, there's something about this. There's something about it. Next day I got a lead. A guy called me, said, listen, sent me a picture from Mexico. Said, listen, I saw this guy down here in Mexico. Now I had him in Turkey. I had him all over the country. But all of a sudden, you know I'm a bounty hunter, okay? I got that goosebumps. Ooh, this is a lead. This is the good one. This is the guy. I called my son Leland. I said, son, thank you. I said, son, you want to go with your dad to Mexico? We're going to catch him. Yep. I called my brother Tim. You want to go with me? Yep. I left in a limo. The first time ever, Beth called me a limo. She spent our last $300, yeah, to ride to the airport. And as I left the limo, all of a sudden the only song I could think of was, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. And I was singing that